Hello everyone, today we are going to learn about list and tuples in Python. So we can define a list like this and we can print the list, and we can define a tuple like this with the parenthesis, and we can write data in the tuple, print the tuple, and we can give the line break. Okay, let's run this program and see the output. Here we have defined a list, here we have defined a tuple. Okay, so list declaration happens, initialization happens with square brackets, and tuple initialization happens with parentheses. Okay, so one difference is we can initialize list with the square brackets and we can initialize the tuple with parentheses. Lists are mutable. We can change the list, but we cannot change the tuple. Suppose we want to change the second element of the list. This is first element, this is second element, this is third element. This is zeroth index, this is first index, this is second index. Suppose we want to change list of second element, list of one, first second element will be at one index. Okay, and we want to change this to 5. This one index number will be changed, so it will be 153. Let's run this program and see the output. So here we have assigned number 5 at the one index. This is zeroth index, this is one index, this is second index. So list has become 153. But we cannot change data in the tuple. Tuples are immutable. Lists are mutable, we can change the data, but tuples are immutable. We cannot change the data in the tuple. If we try to change the data, then it will throw an error. It will throw an error. Let's run this program and see the error. So see, it is tuple is printed at line number 10. Then line number 11, we are trying to assign the data 5 at the second index. So it is throwing error. Tuple object does not support item assignment because we cannot change the tuple. Tuples are immutable in nature. Let's run this program and remove the error. Okay, and we can access the any index in the list, like at the second index, then we can access the element at second index like this. In tuple also we can access the element similarly. Print, suppose we want to access the second element, then we can use tuple second element, so it will print the second index element, which is 3. And here also second index element is 3, 0 index, 1 index, and second index, so it will print 3. So 3 is printed. 3 is printed. This is how we can access the elements in the tuple. Now we will check which is more memory efficient. Tuple is memory efficient or list is memory efficient. So what we can do, we can import a module, import sys, then we can print size of the list, print, and similarly we can print size of tuple also. Let's run this program and see the output. So we can identify through this line which is memory efficient, which takes more memory. List takes more memory, because in list we can do insertion and deletion. Okay, but in tuple we cannot change. We can append new elements in the list. That is why it is larger memory. Let's run this program and see the output. See, tuple is, we have only 3 elements in the tuple: 1 2 3, 1 5 3, and 1 2 3. Let's change it. Let's remove this item assignment also. Now we have only 3 elements in the list 1 2 3, and we have 3 elements in the tuple 1 2 3, and we are checking size of the list and size of the tuple. Let's run this program again and see the output. So size of list is 88 and size of tuple is only 64. Okay, because lists are mutable, we can list have more size than these 3 elements, because in list we can append the elements, but in tuple we can't perform the append elements. That is why list is larger size. List has more size than 3 elements. Size of the list is more than 3 elements. Suppose we want to append the element, list dot append 4, then we can print the list. Let's run this program and see the output. 4 will be appended. And if we try to append the element in the tuple, then it will give error, because Because tuples are immutable, we cannot change the tuple. Tuple will remain same, tuple are constant, we cannot change the tuple. If we try to append four element in the tuple, then it will give the error. So this line will give the error because we cannot change the data, we cannot append the data in the tuple. Tuple are constant, tuple are immutable, so it will give the error. See, a tuple object has no attribute append, it doesn't have any method like append. So, and suppose we want to remove the data, we want to remove this number 2 in from the list. Okay, so two number will be removed. Suppose we want to remove two number from the tuple, so it will give an error because we cannot change the tuple. We cannot change the tuple. Tuples are immutable. Once tuples are defined 1 to 3, it will remain 1 to 3 only. We cannot remove the second number data. Okay, let's run this program and see the output. So list is changed. Earlier in list we had three elements 1 to 3, and we have removed the second element. So and so list has become 1 3. But in tuple it will give error. Tuple was 1 to 3 and we are trying to remove the second element, second number, so it will give the error because we cannot change the tuple. Tuple object has no attribute removed. It doesn't support any remove method. Tuple doesn't support any remove method. Suppose we want to perform pop, it will give 1 2 only because we are removing third number from the list, and tuple will not support the pop method. Let's run this program and see the output. So third element is removed because we are using pop method with the list. So 1 2 is remaining. But in tuple we cannot change the data. Tuples are immutable. So it is saying it doesn't support pop method. Okay. So we have learned tuples are immutable and lists are mutable. List has larger size than 3 elements because we can append the new elements in the list. But tuples we cannot append the new elements in the list, so it is lesser in the size. It is memory efficient, but lists are not memory efficient compared to the tuple. Okay, so we can remove this because we have checked this. So let's run this program again and see the output. Initially we have a list and we have a tuple. So now we will check for which takes more time in the iteration. Whether the list takes more time in the iteration or tuple takes more time in the iteration. So what we can do, we can import time to calculate the time which is taking more time, and we can have list like range of 1 crore large number data. So this is large number data. So list will be large, and similarly we can have tuple as a large number of data. So tuple is large and list is also large. What we can do, we can set the start time. Start equal to, so start will be time dot ns. So so start variable will have the start time. Okay, and what we can do, we can iterate through this list for num in list, and we can suppose we are assigning each new number to this a variable. Okay, and this will be the end time, end equal to, and we can print the difference between the time, end time minus start time. So similarly we can print for the tuple also. For tuple also we can print. So what we are doing here, we have start time from the time module. We have imported the time module, then we are iterating through the tuple. Okay, then we are assigning this each number in the tuple in the a variable, and we have this end time. After the iteration we are calculating end time, and we are printing tuple time taken to iterate. Tuple is what, how much time tuple is taking for iteration for this for this large number of data in the tuple. So and minus start. Okay. So we are iterating through this large number of data in the list, and we are iterating through this same large number of data in the tuple also. And we are calculating time to iterate in the tuple and list. So let's see how much time tuple takes and how much time list takes for the same data, identical data. Let's run this program and see the output. So it is throwing error. We have to apply the method call here. We have to apply a method call here also. Now let's run this program with 1 lakh data and see the output. So list is taking 6425369 and it is taking only 6298765. So list is taking more time. So tuple is good because for iteration of 1 lakh data, tuple is taking lesser time and list is taking more time for iteration for 1 lakh data. Suppose we want to have add 3 more 0. Okay, and here also 3 more 0, then we can see the major difference between list and tuple, which takes more time. So see here, list is taking 52 0 3 3 0 2 5 7 6 and it is taking only 5062337552. So tuple is taking less time than compared to the list. So lists are not faster compared to the tuple. Tuples are faster. So we have seen differences like we can define a list by using the square brackets, and we can define the tuple using the parentheses. And lists um, are not memory efficient compared to the tuple. List takes more memory, tuple takes less memory, and we can perform the append, remove, operations in the list, but we cannot perform these operations in the tuple because tuples are immutable. Data cannot be changed. Data are constant in the tuple, but lists are mutable. Data can be changed in the list. And we have seen with this example that list takes more time compared to the tuple for the iteration of same data, which means lists are slow compared to the tuple. Tuples are faster. Now we can see the common method which can be performed in the tuple and list. Okay, so slicing can be performed in both tuple and list. Suppose my list was 1 2 3 4 and my tuple was 1 2 3 4. So we can do slicing in the tuple. First we will print the list and we will do the slicing like print list of 1 to or 0 index to third element. So it will print 0 index 1, then 2, then till third element 1 2 3 it will print. Similarly, we can do slicing in the tuple print. So it will print 0 index element, then first index element, then second index element till third number. Let's run this program and see the output. So it is printing. It is printing 1 2 3. Okay. So we have to print the list tuple also. Print tuple. So now let's run this program and see the output. Tuple is printed as 1 2 3 4. Then we are printing only 3 elements in the tuple. And here we are printing first list at line number 4. At line number 5 we are printing only 3 elements. We can do concatenation also with the list and tuples, like list plus another list, like, and for tuple also we can do concatenation like tuple. Okay, let's run this program and see the output. 1 2 3 4, then 5 6 7 is concatenated into the list. Okay, list is not changing, it is returning another list. Okay, if we print the list, then list will remain same. Print list, then list will remain same. And here also with tuple is not changing. Here also tuple is not changing. We are printing tuple 1 2 3 4 is printed, then we are concatenating this tuple with 5 6 7. Okay, so our existing tuple is not changing. Existing tuple is still 1 2 3 4. So it is returning a new tuple. Okay, it is returning a new tuple. So if we run this program again, then we can see this ID server is not working, but we know that here list will be printed 1 2 3 4. Here it is returning another list, a new list 1 2 3 4, then 5 6 7. Okay, new list will be printed 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I can write here. This new list will be printed, and here we haven't changed the list, so here this list will be only 1 2 3 4 only. Here this list will be 1 2 3 4 only, and here we are printing the tuple 1 2 3 4, and here we are returning a new tuple which is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. And here the old tuple will be printed. Okay, because here new tuple we have written and we are printing new tuple, but we haven't assigned this tuple to this newer tuple, because assignment will not work with the tuples are immutable, and here 1 2 3 4 will be printed. So we have seen the differences between list and tuple. List are mutable. We can change the data in the list. We can append the data. We can remove the data. We can change like data 2 to with 5. But tuples are immutable. We cannot add new data into the tuple. We cannot remove the existing data from the tuple. We cannot uh, change existing data in the tuple. Okay. Tuples are memory efficient. Tuples take less memory because we don't need to add new data in the tuple. But are less memory efficient. List takes more memory because it has extra memory for the new elements. And tuples are faster than the list. We have seen with the example. Lists are slower compared to the tuple, and we can perform append, remove, pop operation with the list, and we cannot perform remove, pop, and append operation with the tuple. And tuples, we use tuples when we need data as a constant, and our data can be changed. In that case we use list. Suppose we have a dictionary. Suppose this dictionary is fixed, and we want to store keys in some data, like we want to store a and b. In that case we can store this data, these keys in the list also, but we should not use the list for storing keys, some constant kind of data, because lists are mutable. List can be changed. We can replace this a with the d. So, and keys should not be replaced. So we should use tuples only. Okay, in that case we should use tuples because tuples are immutable. We cannot change the data in the tuples, and we cannot add and remove the data from the tuple. So keys cannot be changed from a dictionary. So in that case tuple should be used to store the keys from the dictionary. So we have seen these kind of differences between tuple and list. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.